Hey everybody, welcome back to Hot Action Comedy Cooking. Today we are making an original recipe that I invented, or I think I invented. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen this on the internet before, but it tastes really good and it's easy to make. Anyone can do this. Literally anyone can do this and you will impress everyone by doing so. Also, a happy Independence Day. What, 300 something years ago? Maybe that's a little much. 200 something years ago?
1776.
In 1776, Christopher Columbus helped us separate from England. And now we are the strongest country in the world for right now. This is 2018, first half of the year. Or second half?
Second.
Yeah, we're in the second half now. Anyhow,
Welcome to July.
we're very smart and college educated. Anyhow, let's make some food. We're gonna be making, it's a sandwich and also a jalapeno popper at the same time. So it's gonna involve sourdough bread, cream cheese, jalapenos, Monterey Jack cheese or Colby Jack cheese, whatever you wanna use, that's fine. Bacon, a little salt, some pepper, some butter. That's all you need. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 slices of bread. Sourdough bread is my favorite for this recipe because it's very thick. It's stiff enough to withstand, you know, like a good spreading of things on it. If you try and use something that's too light, you're gonna tear through your real fast.
It's like when you overcommit on toilet paper.
I guess, yeah. So, I know a lot of people that say like they'll wrap their entire hand in toilet paper like a boxing glove before they wipe. I think that's outrageous.
I feel like how much have you missed that you feel that's needed?
Exactly. I get what's necessary. Also, shout out to Jesse, shout out to Blake and Moonji. They have a bidet, and they're trying to convert, I think, the entire crew to using bidets.
Yo, they're leading the way.
It's the new way. It's the new way. So let's get our cream cheese. Get a good spread like that. You're gonna wipe it gently on your bread. Now let's get crazy with it. That's not enough.
It ain't the Great Depression. We got cream cheese to spare.
You got $2.30, you can get more cream cheese. That's a good one right there.
Oh.
We're gonna double down. You're gonna do this on the opposite one.
KFC style.
Think of this as like a symmetrical sandwich. So now, this is your best opportunity to put in your jalapenos. Why? Cream cheese will help them stay still. You don't want to put jalapenos in a place where they're going to slide around. Nobody likes biting into anything and having ingredients slip out. It's really gross. That's why I don't necessarily like bacon burgers, because sometimes you bite into a bacon burger and you pull back and the whole strip of bacon comes out. Now the rest of the burger is uneven.
Now it's just a burger.
Yeah, no, it's just a burger.
Are these cooked or anything, or what?
No, these are raw, dude. These are fresh jalapenos.
Would you consider this healthy?
No. This is not healthy at all. Get some shredded cheese. I guess important note, don't buy like the pre-shredded cheese. There's some kind of like waxy film preservatives, something on
Chemical
it.
they make to keep it from going back together.
Yeah, and like this way it's like nice and even and it melts really, really well, because that's important, dude. You want good texture. I think I've talked about having good texture a million times in the show. You don't want something that's weak. Weak food sucks. But you want people to enjoy this. Go ahead and tear off pieces at a time, because like I said before, you don't want the whole bacon piece coming out at the same time. That's disgusting. You're sitting there slipping on it like a... What are those, snakes, that's what they're called. You know,
What are those things? Snakes. Yeah.
Alright, so you've seen like a snake like stick out its tongue, it's like...
Yeah, that's a fried bird. That's them tasting
That's
the
them
air.
tasting the air?
Yeah.
Well look, I don't want you to have a snake looking face because you're tasting too much bacon all at one time.
Yeah, people don't want to see your bacon face.
You're gonna get a nice even bite out of this. You're gonna be like, dang, Tyler was right. Boy knows his cooking. Bada bing. So I'm gonna wipe my hands real quick. I don't want any cross-contamination between ingredients.
Even though everything's cooked.
Everything is cooked. You can't accidentally kill anyone doing this. I guess I should clarify.
Assuming your bacon is cooked.
Yeah, we cooked the bacon. We did cook the bacon before the show. I didn't put it on the show. You put bacon on a rack and you cook it at 375. I did it for like 20 minutes. The reason 20 minutes, it's like flexy still, but also still crunchy.
You don't like crispy bacon?
So good.
I want bacon that disintegrates in my mouth.
So good. That was perfect bacon. That's probably the best bacon I've ever made, straight up. Or as Gucci Man would say, straight up. Next layer of cheese. We're gonna make sure that bacon stays still.
Don't want it going nowhere.
It's gonna get smoldered. Another layer of jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
I actually did a really good job at slicing these jalapenos.
I mean, they're pretty thin. It probably helps that the knife was sharp.
You ready to see something wild, my man? Science. The cream cheese adheres to the jalapeno so it does not move.
It's like red is science, dude.
All right. And then we're gonna press it together. Beautiful. All right. So we're getting to our next step, which is gonna be putting some butter on the outside of here. What does that add? If you try to put just this into a skillet, it's not gonna toast the way you want it to. It's gonna just get hard, yeah. When you add butter to it, it has like a caramelization process or something. I might be using the wrong word, but it makes it to where it's like nice and golden and crunchy. So we're gonna take some of our pre-cut butter, because I'm a genius. Beautiful butter. It's gonna absorb. It's gonna be so good. All right. So next in our process, we're gonna move our sandwich to a skillet. Use a non-stick skillet. I mean, you can use a cast iron. That'd be cool too. But you don't.
The more butter, the better.
Yeah, you don't need much on there. If you have some Pam, light that shit up with some Pam before you drop this in there. You just don't want anything like sticking to the inside of the pan too much whenever you're cooking this. It's not gonna take too long. You just want that cheese in the middle to melt, and you want the toast to be toasted.
Dry equals burning.
You want the bread to be toasted, not the toast to be toasted.
What do you put in a toaster?
Toast. So let's go ahead and dump this bad boy in here. You can try and flip it over if you're brave. I'm not as brave, so I'm gonna use an old mayor's trick.
Is that John Mayer trick?
Tom Goes to the Mayor reference. There's not a lot of people who watched Tom Goes to the Mayor. It's a very obscure show from like the early 2000s made by Tim and Eric. I was a huge fan because I used to stay up really late as a kid watching Adult Swim. Probably shouldn't have, but.
Now you have your own cooking show.
Supervise your kids or else they'd be creative. I don't know.
Was that supposed to be preheated?
It was.
It was preheated.
Yeah, it's been on this whole time.
Ah. So you only buttered one side?
I'm gonna do both. You gotta trust me, dude.
I don't.
You don't want to butter both sides at the same time because then how are you gonna like move it about and stuff with one hand? You're just gonna get butter fingers. And you drop your sandwich and the day is ruined. You ruined Independence Day. You ruined everyone's favorite meal. No one wants to come over. Your wife's probably filing for divorce. All right, y'all are in for a fucking treat. Look at that. That's what you want, dude. Hear that? You hear that? Crispy, crunchy, and it's gonna be delicious on the inside. Tyler, how do you cook so good? Tyler, can I come over? My DMs are f***ing full all the time. It's crazy. Mike Jones was right, by the way.
Oh. Melted cheesy goodness. Were you doing triangles or halvesies?
Halvesies, dude.
Oh, I'm a triangle guy. I think we've got our first schism in the HAC Cooking show. It's a little bit, not too much.
Man. That's all there is to do. You just gotta eat it. You just gotta eat it. Cheers.
Wait, you gotta do the close. They're the
Close?
They're the close of the show.
Okay, so we made our jalapeno popper sandwich. I don't know what to call this. We'll figure out a name for it, and it's gonna be delicious. Delicious name. But enjoy the rest of your Independence Day. Have a good week. Thanks for watching again, and watch the podcast. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
It's really good, isn't it?
It's super creamy. I was iffy about the cream cheese in it. No, this is dank.